Guys, and today we're doing a by daily tier list specifically for console. So PC, I'm expecting you're running at 120 FPS, like smooth gameplay with lag. It can be there, but that's internet things. We're talking about console, the 60 FPS cap, and overall, basically, how does these guys perform well on console? And I've played my console for like over 1,000 hours. I played a lot of these. I think I played many killers for like multiple days at a time, just playing that killer, getting get the killer. So I think I know most of the killers in this game, at least what their skill level would be on this tier list. So starting with the artist. This is in alphabetical order, by the way. The artist on console performs actually really well. She's super good on console. And then, because I think she really doesn't really change, because you do your thing, and there's actually very little to, like, usually when you use your power, like, the crows, I thought was going to be super laggy when I first saw it on the PDB, but using it on console doesn't create much, many issues, and really, it's really smooth, actually. Really smooth. So, moving on from the artist, let's talk about her. Add-ons are great. Overall, her map suppression is great. Her map control is great. Her in-chase power is insane. You can't use certain palettes. She has a very high skill ceiling, or not like I would say super high skill ceiling. And overall, I think she's just a very, very good killer. I'm actually very hesitant to put her in the A tier. I want to put her in S tier, but I have played against artists that have struggled because of certain things. Specifically because of how a good artist is extremely different from a bad artist. A bad artist places them directly in front of pallets. They don't place them around pallets. So you can really just, very limited use of birds. She's a killer, and I think there's actually killers that are better than her. That's the only reason why she's really in A tier, is because she's the gold standard for a good killer, and I don't think the behavior should ever make a killer that's better than the artist, because if you did that, it's going to just be another meta-defining killer. So, overall, top of A tier. Very nice. Now we come on to Blight. Okay, now this boy right here is so fucking janky. He's like bottom of the A tier. I don't even know what to say. On PC versus console is like day and night. It's day and night. First of all, artist, well, her power doesn't really require that much performance. His power, though, you can't bump up the DPI on your controller. So compared to a mouse and keyboard gamer, the console gamers have to just eat the bad stuttering of the power, which happens a lot. You can't do flicks that you would be able to do on PC. And in fact, he might just be a B. I think he's still good, though. I think he's still a good killer. I think he's just bottom of the A tier, though. Because, you can do stuff, you can't do the crazy, crazy shit. Okay, moving on to Leatherface. Leatherface on console, there are some issues. I think he's mid B tier. Just because overall, I mentioned Blight's add-ons are great. All that. His perks don't really matter, but they're good too. And Bubba has his add-ons aren't the greatest thing in the world, but they definitely get the job done. Like recharging your charges, tantrum reduction, making people drop when you hit them with a chainsaw or drop items. It's overall not terrible. It's definitely like a serviceable thing. And I think when you use a chainsaw, it is a little janky. But overall, on console, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, Clown. C tier. I don't think Clown is that bad. I do feel like Clown, actually, you know what? Just because the particle effects want my game to die. Like, if you throw a bottle there's like, I don't know why, but the game freezes when you're playing as a survivor. Not freezes, but like the game like stutters a little bit. And as a clown, your game also stutters. So this overall, like clown isn't terrible to go against, but he also isn't like that good to play as. Okay, Deathslinger is better than Bubba. Top feature killers. Deathslinger on console is not bad at all. He's actually pretty nice to play on console. Pretty smooth. Overall, I feel that Deathslinger does benefit from being one of the killers that isn't like as janky. Like Huntress, for example, the controller's hard to control. Deathslinger though is actually not that hard. You have a crosshair, you have everything you can use there, and I don't use the sight. Sorry, and you can aim down the sight, and it's actually super easy compared to like Huntress or even Trickster. I found Trickster actually really difficult to play. Demogorgon deserves a little stutter, but he's still, yeah, no, I think Demo is like right above Bubba. I feel Deathslinger's still better than Demogorgon because, you know, I believe the old tracks, like the ones on, what's it called, Red Forest, you can shoot through the walls on those shacks, which is hilarious, and can actually, like, you can do so much stuff with Deathslinger now. And on console, doesn't really change. Add-ons suck. Actually, yeah, no, I think, yeah, considering add-ons, I would say Demogorgon has better add-ons, and he has add-ons that suck. He's more add-on reliant, but I'm assuming you use add-ons if they're add-on reliant. So yeah, that's what we're running those right now. Doctor. Ooh, Doctor has issues. See, Doctor would be like a beat-tier killer, but on console there is issues with his electric thing. Like you electrocute someone, there is a little stutter. It's not terrible, but I've had issues where I would hit them, but they get the volt because I'm that little bit more slow because of that stutter. So overall, it's not terrible, but it isn't great. Dredge is he's a little beat-tier killer. I think he's actually really good. Dredge, fun killer to play as. Fun. Honestly, I dislike playing against Dredge a lot, but I understand why people like playing against him if they do. I just find it annoying that there's a locker there I didn't notice. Okay, now he gets a free hit on me. It just feels like Wraith kind of, except you can't really see him coming in other than I should have locked the locker and he gets a free hit. So overall, I think Dredge is add-ons. He's on the I would say above average add-ons. Pretty good overall. Dredge, I think he's a pretty balanced killer. I don't think they really need to buff or nerf him. And on console, his power runs pretty well. His chase power, like that we couple back to your remnant, that can be used very well. But there is an issue with the frame rate after going through the thing. Like when you go through, it does feel really janky. So he's gonna be the bottom of B tier. I think he's still B tier killer though overall. Pyramid Head. I don't know, man. Right there. Pyramid Head on consoles. Actually, I think Pyramid Head, honestly, I was about to say there's a little jankiness, but that really only happens when you hit somebody. But you get the fuck out of the way. Yeah, it only happens when you hit somebody with your right to judgment. So, it isn't that big of a deal, but I don't think it's great. It's not great. It's definitely not great. Freddy, one of the worst killers in the game on console. Let me explain why. One, the teleporting has issues with like when you teleport through, it's just really weird. It's hard to like focus. It's really weird. The frame rate or something like that just happens, and I just can't focus when I go through a portal or go through I teleport to or it's a dream protection, right? And then also dream snares. I've had those glitch on me where I literally my game stutters and they vault a pallet. I can't do anything about it. So the sounds better. That's how I describe it. These guys have chase powers that are a little janky on console. Overall, I think if they just gave Freddy like a better power, maybe He's one of the hardest killers to adapt to the game. Okay. Ghosty. What do you think? Is Dredge better than Ghostface? Yeah, no, I'm saying that Ghostface is like top of C tier. No, Ghostface is the same really on console or on PC. Marking people, there can be a frame rate issue. Like, oh, you marked them, oh, they're gone. Okay, cool. So, overall, Ghostface isn't terrible. She's not terrible at all, but his stealth, when you play him correctly, can be good. In fact, actually, I think I think Dredge is better, but I don't think it's by that much. So I'm putting him B tier. Like you could say, okay, well, Dredge is better than him, and Dredge is bottom of B tier, but still, if you're even like remotely close to the guys from bottom of the tier, you're still in that tier, I would say. So, yeah, I think he deserves to be there. Sorry, Doctor. Go on now. Hag. Okay, Hag is probably better than all these other killers in A tier. Hag is a very, very fun killer to play as if you are a math teacher in high school, which means they're boring as shit. And there is some, like, when you go through a portal, you do get a small drop frame rate, but it's not that much. You go through and get, oh, okay, and you're there. Damn. And, okay, yeah, no, this makes sense, because, like, I think the lag issues with Pyramid Head is a little too much for me to put Hag below Pyramid Head, and Blight just is a nightmare. Okay, Billy. He's actually fine, he's actually really nice. Yeah, no, I think he's, like, right there, right next to his brother, his twin, actually. Okay, so Hillbilly is, it's actually, Q and E is not on console. So I'm sorry, buddy. No, because I realized something that the controls, you can't just do Q and E. It's actually pretty hard to control him. I played him for, I think, 2 weeks. I didn't play any Hillbilly before that. Played him for like 2 weeks straight, and overall, I found that he's actually a very good. I play with no add-ons, by the way. Add-ons, can't do my own take on it, but what I've heard is that his add-ons are good. I have used some add-ons. I have used the engraving add-ons and the boots that make you turn more. Those are fun. Low pro chains are also really good, apparently. I haven't used those, but I've seen videos of those, and those look pretty damn good. So, overall, Hillbilly's a good killer, but I feel that he doesn't have, like, the potential. Actually, okay, I can't say Ghostface is better than fucking Hillbilly. I'm sorry. I just can't. It's not my, like, Dredge maybe, but, like, yeah, I think he slots right in there. Okay, Huntress. There. Huntress is down A tier mainly because you think hitboxes are bad on PC? Play them on a console with bad connection, then you'll understand how bad it is for both sides. I've had hits where I'm like, how the fuck did I hit that? And hits where I'm like, okay, that makes actually no sense on how that missed. But overall, Huntress isn't a bad killer, bro. I think she's not on the A tier. If they refined her, she would be definitely A tier. Legion's bad. Legion's really bad on the console. I'll say this right now. Legion has a big issue where when you hit someone with it, there is a kind of like a lag spike almost. It's what I describe. That like kind of like freezes you, and it's just really weird. Drop a frame rate when you hit somebody. Hard to like hit multiple people with it. It's really disorienting. I don't like using this power. And overall, I played him a little bit. I can only play him for like 5 days straight with just playing Legion to learn him. And overall, I found that he's not a fun killer to play. His add-ons are, I would say mediocre at best. And overall, I think that Legion kind of does, like, his power originally, when it first came out, was just overpowered. And then they nerfed it, and I was like, okay, what does power do? Injure people. How do you counter it? You go to a pallet. In fact, I actually played against Legion today, and this Legion got 1 hook in the whole game. And the reason why is because it was mid-witch, but we separated, like, different floors, different sides of the map, so they can hit one person, and then they can me, and then I just drop a pile in their face after they hit me, and then guess what? No power. And then, yeah, what do you deal with it? And then, you run them around a loop, an OP loop, and then guess what? They fuck off. And that's what. Find someone else to hit someone, and then they find another person, and that person drops. Like you can't use Legion's sit down at 4 hits or at the 5th hit because Legion just can't do that like by himself. Now I will say, if you're playing against a solo, it's up there. A Swift that knows what they're doing, probably down there. And actually, let me think about this. Yeah, I think he's honestly. Let me think. Right, he's definitely better than Clown. Because Clown, you hit them with a bottle, you get a hit. Legion, you hit multiple, you could get that. I would actually say he's at the bottom of the sea, honestly. I don't think he's like that. Like, if you think about it, these killers have just like no power other than slowing people. This killer can hit multiple people. And I don't think it's that bad. I think it's just you hit multiple people, but still, I just don't like playing against Legions, man. Everyone plays Legion now. Okay, Pinhead. Right there. Pinhead is low only because of how his chain controls in console. It's really janky. It's really weird. Overall, I don't think it's not terrible. I think it's not too bad. Okay, Nemesis. Yeah, and also his add-ons are really good. So, damn, bro, Dredge just getting passed up on everybody. I think Dredge. I played Nemesis. I got Adept Nemesis today. Came out. Played him a little bit after that. Prestiged him. Played him a bit more after that. So I played him for a good solid week. Just playing Nemesis every single day because it was in the summer. And overall, I think Nemesis be a fun killer. Better than Demo, no. Better than Deathslinger, yeah. I think he's better than this. Deathslinger's better than him. Leatherface, honestly, I think Dredge is a C-tier killer. I'm just putting him there because I think a lot of these killers are close to him. He might as well be there. Pinhead, though, hard to control, but it's not too terrible. Nurse, this is going to be surprising. The fact that I put Blight so far down, I'm putting Nurse. Oh, I can't. What the fuck? Okay. Nope. There. Okay, so Nurse is the best killer in the game, both on console, both on PC. And let me explain. I played Nurse on console for I think 3 weeks straight, just learning Nurse, no add-ons. And then I started putting in some add-ons, and she is by far one of the hardest killers in the game to play. She's the hardest killer in the game to play on console. There's no argument. You could say, well, no, it's Hillbilly. Hillbilly is a killer that actually I like controlling the controller, and there's a lot of flicks you can do. But you can't do the tricks you can do on PC, therefore, you can't even do that, so it's not like it's a hard thing. That's not a difficult thing there, it's impossible. But with Nurse, you can still do what you can do. It's just a bit the performance issues suck, but she's still up there, man. Then we have, let me just, Oni? Oni is one of the best killers in the game console, because Oni has no performance issues, believe it or not. When you hit somebody, there's a little bit of lag, that's it though. When you start your power, there's a little bit of lag, that's not it though. When I say lag, by the way, I mean the performance goes down. So, overall, only one of the best killers in the game on console. Pig. Definitely, I say he has more pressure. I would say she has more pressure than Legion. And overall, I think she has a better cheese power than Legion, because Legion you can counter just by staying by a pallet. And Pig, you can do some tricks with the ambush, fake. And then, I think she deserves to be there. I don't think she's better than Doctor. I played Doctor earlier with bullshit, EMS, paid res, save the best for last, throwing tremors build. That was fun. I think he's still right here. I think Ghostface is actually. I think Doctor's better than Ghostface, honestly. By the way, I didn't think about this beforehand. Just I'm gonna make a video today, and this is console considerations. I think Doctor, there's a little bit of lag, but that only happens when you're doing your shock therapy. So, yeah. Alright, not the status blast, sorry. Okay, Plague. Plague is pretty janky on console. I think Blight has the higher skill ceiling. Plague is not too terrible to control. Honestly, yeah, I would say she's probably better than Drumhead on console right now. Because Delay, you can just spray and pray. Really, you'll be more accurate, and Blight you have to be very accurate with. And the text you can't even do. But he's still good. Don't get me wrong, he's still good. All of these, by the way, remember, all of these guys are an A tier. It doesn't mean like Blight is terrible. No, he's still an A tier. He's a very good killer. So, okay, that was one killer. Okay, Onryo. Lag coming out of portals, not too terrible. Let me think. I'm putting her there not because I think she's D tier. I'm just putting her because I think I need to put someone else. Manifest. Demanifest. I played against Onryo more than I played as Onryo. I don't really like playing as Onryo. I kind of took a break from the game when she first came out. Came back, got her, played her a little bit. Said, okay, I don't think I like her too much. Then Dredge came out. I played Dredge. I actually liked him much more because he was better Onryo. Like, yeah. Daniel, the cooler Daniel. So I'm picking the cooler Daniel. And overall, I think Onryo is a hold on. She doesn't really have a power. Like, does she move at 4? I don't know if he runs at 4.6 or 4.4. I think she runs at 4.4. Yeah, no, I don't think her add-ons. I don't remember much about her add-ons, honestly. I got her to level 40. Played her a little bit for 2 days. And that wasn't even straight. That was just on and off. I played more Survivor and got a bit those 2 days. So I don't know much about her. Honestly, I'm willing to just put her back over here. Honestly, I'll rate her at the end. I played against her more. I played multiple matches against her. By multiple, I mean many matches against an Onryo, because I think a lot of people playing as Onryo. And overall, actually, let me leave this right now. Condemned is trash. I literally had no Condemned the entire game until I picked up a tape to disable a TV. Manifesting and demanifesting. On a good map, that's not bad or terrible. On a bad map, that's pretty bad. The free hit, kind of great, but then also they get to a pallet, and then you gotta play with the killer if they're good. You don't hit them for a bit, they can get probably a third of a gen done during that chase, or maybe even half a gen done if they're unlucky, and you let that first hit. Overall, I think Onryo is just not good. I think Freddy has more control because he goes directly to gens. Clown is worse than Freddy, I'm gonna be real. Okay. Michael's there. I think Michael is a top D-tier killer. Top 4 D-tier killers, number 1, Michael Myers. Now, Michael is not that bad. Stalks you, 99s you, and then he instant downs you, instant downs your friend, gets 2 hooks. His pressure at start the game, nothing. At the mid game, end game, a lot. So, overall, I think he's better than these killers. I think Legion. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I think Legion's better. Spirit's also S tier. She's really easy to control. Good add-ons. Myers has good add-ons. Not nothing too big, though. Has bad add-ons with, the stalk speed. As in stalking, movement speed. That's terrible. Spirit, though, good add-ons, good power. If you have a headset, you're gonna win the game. Overall, Spirit's really good. She's an S-tier killer, better than I think all these killers. So, moving on. Trapper. Trapper is a. I think Onryo is worse. I'm sorry, Onryo I think is worse because I think Trapper, you trap people, you trap them, you smack them, bam. Onryo, you just sneak up on them. Trapper, when you get someone in a trap, they're down, that's free down, right? And you can't shut down loops with his traps, so I think Clown's better, though, in the sense that Clown has a more accessible power, because you need to actually have a trap for Trapper. Clown can just throw it, get a hit, then you're eventually get down by a trap or a Clown. A Trapper, though, is going to try to corral you into traps, and if you move away from his traps, his web of traps, then he's going to have a hard time chasing you. If as long as he just sticks to the trap strat, you're just not, his power is basically useless, which makes him weaker than these killers, because these killers actually have a power. You remember that these guys still can kill you. It's just their power. That's in their speed and the flicks you can do. I'm rating their power. Is it better? Is it worse? Pig's power has the dash. She has the traps. And Legion, on certain maps, you're dead. On certain maps, you're not dead. Legion's big map, it's kind of fucked. Big map for Pig, that's actually good. So, playing conventionally against a Pig, bringing I want to bring, let's say, Red Forest. And then you go to Red Forest, you get a trap on your head to start the game. The solo queue teammate, or you have, say, 2 people in the Swoof, you're going to Red Forest. One of your solo queue teammates does a gen while you have a trap on your head, you get unhooked. Guess what? You're getting chased around. Your trap starts ticking, and then okay, I do this one. You don't get on your first try, don't get on your second try, and then you get your head popped because the killer keeps zoning you. So I think Pig definitely has more pressure in the game than any Legion. Right? Not every Legion, just more so than Legion. Trickster on console, considering console, I'm putting there for just fucking leaving there. Trickster is not a bad killer. I think Trickster's he's better than Ghostface, I'm pretty sure. Definitely not bad. Twins is actually really surprising. I think Twins is not better than Blake, because I think Blake can still do shit. Twins, though, is definitely a fucking A-tier killer. I'm gonna be fucking real. Twins is a fucking beast. And on console, not bad. Fucking just, I don't like playing as Twins. I played as Twins for a few days. I didn't really like it, but it is what it is. You can't really do anything. It's not my playstyle. Overall, Twins has I think, I would say choosing the add-on pass the most, or probably nerfs to nerf add-ons. Pyramid had to buff his add-ons, and then Deathslinger change them, and then Twins somewhere around there. Overall, not terrible add-ons, not great add-ons. Wraith is just right there. I think Wraith's better than Pig. Now better than Ghostface. Ghostface can one-shot you. Now, okay, I played the PDB. I don't usually play PDB, so I play on console, but I got the chance to play it. I played it. I played for 2 days. I played only less scary. I played I think only 13 games in total, because that's how fucking long the queues were. And I played I pulled an all-nighter just to play them. And overall, I think Wesker is actually a fucking fun killer. Now, they already find him similar to Blight, but I don't think he's gonna be that hard to control. I really don't. I really don't think so. I think there'll be some lag, but overall, I think he'll just be. I think he'll get knocked down from A tier, because I think he's around near on PC, but he might be. I think he's around Huntress. I think he's right there, because honestly, I think the lag, or even lag, but the issues with console, it's gonna be I think it's just gonna be okay, you use your power, you can't do the same shit on PC, but he's still gonna be good. Still gonna be very good. So, overall, these killers down here can still down you if they're really good at the game, but overall, their power doesn't really complement their play as much as these killers whose power makes the game 30 times harder for survivors to do. That's just a fact. So, Huntress could be, I think you could move Huntress up to A tier. I would have to play Wesker on console, but this is my best estimation of where he's going to be, is right here. If you have a different opinion, this will be linked in the description of this video. And I hope you all enjoyed. I'm Octal, and I'm going to be out here.